What is up, guys? Hope that you've all had a good day. So everyone's been talking about EastEnders. Obviously, the big Monday episode. Been confirmed that this Monday's episode won't be released. It won't be available on BBC iPlayer from 6 a.m. You are gonna have to wait. We are all gonna have to wait until 7 p.m. And unfortunately, we won't be able to sneakily watch it at 6 a.m. because mind you, I always get up around about 8, 9 o'clock, and that's like the first thing I do is I always watch EastEnders. Um, I think it means only one thing, and that is that someone is going to be making a pretty big return in Monday's episode. Obviously, we know it could only be one of three characters, possibly Ben Mitchell, or even possibly Max Branning, or maybe Zoe Slater. If I had to go, who I think would be most likely, I would say Matt or Zoe. To be honest, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people think that a big return is going to be happening in Monday's episode. I mean, it hasn't been straight up confirmed that yes, someone is going to be returning. Definitely going to be returning in Monday's episode, but I think people believe that due to the fact that the episode isn't going to be available on early release on the iPlayer at 6 a.m. You're not going to be able to watch it until 7 p.m., which means that could only mean one thing. Um, Also, they released a trailer the other day with the obviously it was not who's there. That to me was a hint. That to me was a hint that someone was coming, so that someone is going to be coming back in Monday's episode. Why else would they release a trailer with the words not who's there? If that's not a hint that someone is going to be coming back in Monday's episode, then I don't know what is. That to me, the whole trailer with the words not who's there, that was a definite hint that someone is going to be showing up in Monday's episode. I don't know who, but someone is. I definitely don't think it's going to be anyone too wild though. I don't want people to start thinking it's going to be Mick Harter or someone like that. I don't think it's going to be him. I mean, I would love it to be him. I mean, this is the thing. If someone is returning in Monday's episode, I'd love for it to be someone that nobody is expecting it to be. But I think if someone is returning, I think it's more likely going to be one of three people whose returns have been announced in recent weeks and months. Obviously, that being either Ben Mitchell, Max Branning, or Zoe Slater. I mean, it will be interesting to see which one of them it is. It's definitely going to be one of those three. I can't see it being anyone. I mean, I don't know that it would be anyone else. It's not what I mean. Unless there is someone who is returning, and then they wanted to keep their that person's return completely a secret. Maybe they don't want anyone to know that character is coming back. They want it to be a complete and utter surprise, which is always a possibility, but you never know. And I mean, obviously the thing is for EastEnders, like everyone wants Max back. Mick back, don't they? I mean, I've seen this a lot. People saying they want Mick Harter back. I think Danny Dyer will come back. To EastEnders at some point. I don't think it's a case of him never coming back. I think he will return, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. Same with Shirley Carter. I'm still trying to remain optimistic that she will come back. I think that, to be honest, I think if she comes back, I don't think it would be a permanent return. I think it would only be something like a brief return for something like a few episodes or something like that. I don't know. I don't think, I don't know that Linda Henry would obviously play Shirley would want to commit to anything long term now. I think, I would be surprised if she I would be very surprised if she agreed to make a permanent return. And I don't know if anyone's really expecting that to happen, but who knows? I mean, you never really know what so planned it would be. I mean, if it turns out to be someone that none of us are expecting it to be, I would probably fall through the floor. I do want to be pleasantly surprised, and I would love for it to be someone that isn't Matt Zoe or Ben as people think it is. But that's who everyone obviously thinks it is. It has to be one of them because their returns have obviously been announced in recent weeks. and months, of course. Obviously, we've had Max's return confirmed, Ben's return. Obviously, we know that Ben's coming back for the testing. Zoe's coming back. So it'll only be one of those three. But what if it isn't one of those three characters? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not saying it definitely is. It is going to be someone who isn't one of those three, but you never do know. This reminds me of what Emmerdale did the other week when they didn't have the episode come out at 7 a.m. Obviously, they wanted to keep Robert's return a surprise. Oh, and they did well there, didn't they? Everyone thought he was going to be like a flashback thing, and it turned out he comes back to stop the wedding night. Surprise! that was kind of funny, but there you go. I mean, obviously, it all remains to be seen. Obviously, Monday's episode probably looks like it's going to be a good one. Even if we don't get a return for Monday's episode, I still think it's going to be a very good episode. And obviously, regardless of whether we get a returning character or not, as I said, it's not been 100% confirmed that anyone is set to be returning for Monday's episode. But the general opinion or the general feeling at the moment amongst a lot of EastEnders fans is that someone is going to be returning in Monday's episode. We don't know who, but people believe. I mean, due to recent teasers, obviously we know the fact that obviously EastEnders is not going to be available at 6 a.m. on Monday, and also we've had that recent teaser trailer with the word not who's there. Possibly a teaser for someone returning this week on this Monday's episode. Who knows? We just have to wait and see. But I, for one, will definitely be tuning in, Monday at 7 p.m. to watch that episode. I don't think I'm going to get too excited about someone returning, just in case it doesn't happen. I mean, people think it is. People seem fairly confident that someone is coming back in Monday's episode. That seems to be what the sort of general belief is right now amongst a lot of fans, is that someone is defo 100% coming back in Monday's episode, but we don't know who, you know. But it definitely is going to be one of either Ben Mitchell, Matt Branning, or Zoe Slater. As I said, my guess is it's going to either be one of Matt's or Zoe. I'd be interested to see to see if it is anyone, you know. I certainly can't wait for Monday's episode. I'm very excited about for it. It looks like it's going to be a very good episode. To be honest, it won't bother me, and I'm not going to be that bothered. I'm not going to be that pissed off, even if someone doesn't return on Monday's episode. I'm not going to be pissed off about it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I, for one, not wait for Monday's episode. Let's see what happens. Is someone coming back? We shall see. So I'll see you for that. I'll see you for another video soon. Just like I want to give my thoughts on that this evening. So I've seen a lot of people talking about that, and I wanted to give my thoughts on that some more this evening. So I'll see you for another video soon. Bye bye.